evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, Coffee County's August 4th election results have been certified and Tullahoma's newly elected aldermen took their seats Monday night. A recently released Alzheimer's study encourages seniors to be more physically active, and individuals can now receive the monkeypox vaccination in Shelbyville. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Here at Barkview Senior Living, they're human friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Parkview Senior Living, for your dog's best friend, you.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Prior to the swearing in of the new Tullahoma aldermen, retiring aldermen were honored at a reception at City Hall and afforded the opportunity to speak to those gathered at the event. In this clip, Rupa Blackwell is honored by the mayor and addresses the assembly.
Our board meeting, we are saying goodbye to a couple of our serving aldermen, and at this time there we have a special award to make to the outgoing aldermen. I'd like to ask Rupa Blackwell, if you would, to join me at the flag. And we'll certainly miss you on our board, but that's a lovely presentation for your dedicated service for all in 2019 to 2020. With any special award like this, you're recognized at the podium.
Thank you.
Bear with me, this is 5 minutes. I've been timing it. Mayor Noes, my amazing colleagues, thank you for the opportunity to thank you all today. It's been an honor serving alongside each and every one of you. I'm proud of the work we've done these past 3 years. And I'm thankful to have served with you, Mayor Curley, and soon to be again, Alderman Mathis. So thank you to also our city staff for entertaining my litany of questions every 2 weeks and for continuously serving our citizens every day with humor and dedication. Thank you to all of y'all. I know how hard it is. And of course I have to say a thank you to my smoking hot husband, Justin, and my sweet girl, Avery, and my baby boy, Jack. Justin, he's behind me. You're our family's rock. Your support, love, and brilliance have kept our family solid these past 3 years. You help with dinners, bedtime, and driving me to knock on doors. You see me bruised and hurting, and you always stayed by my side, lovingly, calmly, and with the quiet strength that you bring to our family. I love you. Avery, thank you. My sweet, brilliant, empathetic, amazing daughter. You've sat through meetings, helped with your baby brother, be embarrassed to hear from your friends at school that your mother's in the newspaper again, and handled it with as much grace as could be expected of a young girl of your age. I am so proud of you, child, every single day of my life. Jack isn't going to remember any of this, but I think it needs to be said that I was in this boardroom, I think my second board meeting that I went into labor with him, and we can thank Alderman Berry for that. Now, when I graduated here in 1999, I was named valedictorian and subsequently was tasked with giving the valedictory speech. When I considered what to say, there are many options out there. I could go political, definitely not. I could do a warning. I could attempt to be humorous. I could do a snooty, lofty speech, but who knows, right? I was 18. But in the end, I went with something that I fear would be considered trite, but resonated best with who I was then and who I am today. My speech was about encouragement, and I heralded the moments where my classmates supported one another and challenged them, some of which are who are here today, to continue to be encouraging of each other in our endeavors, both possible and impossible, throughout our lives. Daniel, you were there. Now, as an 18-year-old, to me, that meant college and maybe possibly graduate school, because I couldn't see past that stage in my life. But as we all know, life goes way, hopefully, past 24 and gets more complicated each and every single day. While I remember being concerned at 18 at how people might think I'm silly for saying it, I'm 40 plus years old. I'm not giving you the exact age now, and now offering essentially the same darn words of advice to our community again. Because there are some things that withstand time, age, maturity, modernity. I can hear Diane Sawyer saying that right now. Cynicism, and so much more. I'm here to offer my encouragement to my community, my beautiful hometown, who I love despite its many flaws, and to its new leaders. Tullahoma, I believe in you. I believe in the you that welcomed my immigrant parents and my sister in 1977, that gave me my lifelong friends, that brought me to church and baptized me, that cheered me on through math competitions and tennis losses, that stood as my safe place through an abusive relationship, that celebrated my births, that partied with me pretty hard at my wedding in my parents' backyard, that helped us relocate here after the loss of our child, that welcomed my husband, Avery, and I back in 2016 and celebrated the delivery of my son. Tullahoma, I believe in the goodness and kindness you embody on your best days. And I choose to believe in you still, even though I can see us sometimes in our worst. We are a community who's better than what we've been these past few months. These past few months, I've seen our community divided by partisan politics, which shouldn't play a role at this level of government. I've seen our community saying bald-faced lies and half-truths about their neighbors and friends. I've seen our community be swayed by fear-mongering, propaganda, and outside interests. And most importantly, I've seen our community be unkind to one another. And I'm here to tell you that we are all better than this. We are each other's neighbors. We are each other's coaches. We worship next to one another. We drop our children off at school together. And while I'm here to encourage you, I'm challenging every single one of us to do better and to be better. I moved back to this town because I wanted to raise my family in a place that embraced small town family values, where we spend our dinners at home with our children, where we read books to our children at night, see our teachers at the stores, at events, and volunteering to help our community be a better place, where we value education and culture, and dare I say social appropriateness, and yes, Southern hospitality, where we help our neighbors in need after a storm, feed those less fortunate than us, and where we shelter those with no shelter on a cold night. I moved here because I believed our town embodied those same values that I was taught right here in Tullahoma. About 2 months ago, I saw people questioning my values and saying I clearly had different values from them. And to those that said that, you probably were right. I do have different values from you. I believe in the values of Tullahoma in 1977 that welcomed my family with open arms. Not what I've seen from our community lately. Tullahoma, we are all better than this. I'm encouraging you to return to Tullahoma that we know and loved, to not allow division in a small community, to truly love one another as Christ loves his church, to care for one another simply because it's the right thing to do. And I'm here to encourage you and our new leaders to truly do justice, love mercy, and act humbly. And I say this simply because I love this community and want the best for every single one of you. It has meant the world to me to be able to do amazing work alongside each of y'all, and every one of you in here. Thank you for allowing me the 3 years to serve my hometown.
After some kind words from Mayor Ray Noyes, retiring Alderman Zenobia McGee spoke to the crowd.
This time I'd like to recognize Alderman Zenobia McGee. Would you join me at the flag, please? Alderman McGee, in recognition of your dedicated service in Alderman the City of Tullahoma the last 2 years, since you were appointed to serve an outgoing alderman, we welcome you on this board, and you've been an outstanding alderman for those 2 years, so congratulations.
To the citizens of Tullahoma and to my colleagues on the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, to my family, thank you for allowing me to serve as one of your aldermen the last 2 years. Thank you for allowing me to make history by being the first African American female to hold this position. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve and work with each of you. I did my best to serve with excellence, humility, grace, poise, diligence, wisdom, and class, being mindful of not only what I said, but how I said it. I will continue to be involved in the community, just as I did prior to being appointed alderman. I want to congratulate Daniel Berry, Coach Mathis, Kurt Glick, and Bobby Wilson. I got it right tonight. I pray that the needs of the people are met and that you allow their voices to be heard, that each of you serve with the heart for your city and our citizens without any other motives. A true leader doesn't cause division or separation, but a true leader brings people together. We are a city made up of people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, and different cultures. It is important that you are willing to serve them all. Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Also at Monday's Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting, the new members of the City Board were sworn in along with the new school board members.
All right.
Judge Conley.
Daniel, if you can please raise your right hand. I, Daniel Berry.
I, Daniel Berry.
Alderman for the City of Tullahoma.
Alderman for the City of Tullahoma.
Do affirm.
Do affirm.
That I will.
That I will.
Faithfully.
Faithfully.
Truly.
Truly.
And impartially.
And impartially.
Perform the duties of said office.
Perform the duties of said office.
During my incumbency.
During my incumbency.
Without fear.
Without fear.
Favor.
Favor.
Or partiality.
Or partiality.
To the best of my skill and ability.
To the best of my skill and ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I need you. I'll have to turn that in, okay. I think I'll turn that in to I'll turn this in. All right, Kurt Glick. I see Kurt around here somewhere. Kurt, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
If you please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Kurt Glick,
Alderman for the City of Tullahoma.
Alderman for the City of Tullahoma.
Do affirm.
That I will faithfully. Truly. And impartially. Perform the duties. Of said office. During my tenure. Without fear. Favor. Or partiality. To the best of my skill. And ability. So help me God. Congratulations. And we have Jerry Mathis, our neighbor. Come on up here, neighbor. Congratulations again. I think we've done this before a few years ago.
A few years ago and a few times.
Yeah, okay. Then if you would please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jerry Mathis. Alderman for the City of Tullahoma. Do affirm. That I will faithfully. Truly. And impartially. Perform the duties of said office. During my incumbency. Without fear. Favor. Or partiality. To the best of my skill. And ability. So help me God. Good. You did it again. I need your signature right there. Yes, sir.
Every once in a while, I want to put coach here because that's all I'm ever taught.
Yes. All right. And Ms. Wilson, where is Bobby Wilson? Yeah, there you are. And if you, congratulations. And if you would please raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Bobby Wilson.
I, Bobby Wilson.
Alderman for the City of Tullahoma.
Alderman for the City of Tullahoma.
Do affirm. That I will faithfully. Truly. And impartially. Perform the duties of said office. During my tenure. Without fear. Favor. Or partiality. To the best of my skill. And ability. So help me God. Excellent. Thank you. And now we're going to switch to GG Rock. Yes, come on up here. You can bring that beautiful little girl with you if you want to. Stand over there.
All these babies.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And please repeat after me. I, Gigi Robinson.
I, Gigi Robinson.
School board member. For the City of Tullahoma. Do affirm. That I will faithfully. Truly. And impartially. Perform the duties of said office. During my incumbency. Without fear. Favor. Or partiality. To the best of my skill. And ability. So help me God. You got it. Way to go. Thank you. I love those little ones. All right. And I don't know if Mr. Hill is here or not.
He's not.
So that concludes you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Conley.
More news is coming up in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Welcome back. The Bedford County Health Department is now providing the monkeypox vaccine between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. at its office located at 140 Dover Street in Shelbyville. Director Angie Faulkner of the Bedford County Health Department said, quote, The good news is that if you have been exposed to the virus, following some prevention steps and getting yourself vaccinated can protect you and others from monkeypox, end quote. Those eligible to receive a monkeypox vaccination include anyone who has had a contact exposure to monkeypox or may have been exposed in the last 14 days, should talk to their doctor or contact the Bedford County Health Department or the Tennessee Department of Health. Anyone who has had intimate contact with others who might have been exposed to the monkeypox virus, gay, bisexual, and other men who have had sexual relationships with men who have had multiple or anonymous partners and were diagnosed with a sexually transmitted disease or have received medication to prevent HIV infection in the last 90 days. Taking these steps will help prevent contracting the monkeypox infection. Be aware of any changes to your body and talk to your doctor if you develop any new rash. Avoid close skin-to-skin contact with people who have a rash or lesion that looks like it could be monkeypox. Avoid contact with objects and materials that a person with monkeypox has used. Wash your hands often. Use soap and water or an alcohol-based sanitizer. Hand washing can protect against monkeypox and other infections such as COVID and flu. Faulkner added, quote, while monkeypox is a serious infection, we don't want anyone to be alarmed. Rather, we want everyone to be educated and empowered as to how they can protect and take care of themselves, end quote. Monkeypox is a previously rare disease caused by a virus that's similar in the same family as smallpox, but much less contagious and severe. In other cases, people may have a flu-like illness, but it's more commonly characterized by a rash or lesions on the body that may look like blisters, pimples, or sores. For more information about monkeypox vaccine, contact your healthcare provider or the Bedford County Health Department at 931-684-3426 or visit tn.gov/monkeypox. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
There's a lot of talk about the risks associated with the COVID-19 vaccine, but the reality is, it's safer than going for a run. Give it a shot. Find a free appointment today at covid19.tn.gov.
Welcome back. A new study shows older adults who might be at risk for dementia can benefit from regular exercise, from light stretching to rigorous aerobics, can also slow memory and thinking decline. Alzheimer's researchers said that the findings are from a late-stage trial measuring exercise as a potential remedy for people with mild cognitive decline, and they described it as a new avenue to attack a neurodegenerative disease that for decades has stymied researchers and pharmaceutical companies. Drug companies have focused on a theory that Alzheimer's is triggered by amyloid beta plaques in patients' brains, but drugs targeting amyloid have failed to slow the mind-robbing disease that affects about 5.8 million people in America. Maria Carilla, Chief Science Officer of the Alzheimer's Association, said the exercise study fits a broader, multifaceted strategy to attack the disease with both drugs and behavioral changes. A research team from Wake Forest School of Medicine recruited people who lived sedentary lifestyles and assigned them to two groups. One group regularly engaged in moderate to high intensity aerobic exercise, while the second group did less rigorous exercises. Laura Baker, a Wake Forest University School of Medicine professor of gerontology and geriatric medicine, said she's encouraged by her study's findings that exercise benefits both groups. Older adults who did more rigorous exercise, aerobics, and those who did less strenuous exercise. The study's results were presented earlier this month at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference. All participants had mild cognitive impairment, which is when memory and thinking worsen beyond normal aging, but not enough to be diagnosed with dementia. Participants exercised 4 days each week for 30 minutes or more. They were evaluated using a cognitive test score at the beginning of the study, at 6 months, and at 12 months. Participants' memory and thinking scores, as measured by a cognitive test, did not slip over the 12 months. Baker expected the more rigorous aerobic group would perform better, but the test scores showed both groups maintained similar levels over the year. Baker's conclusion: sedentary adults at risk of dementia can prevent or slow cognitive decline if they exercise regularly. She said, "We are making progress toward understanding that so many other contributors are involved." Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
Clayton's has been Tullahoma's shoe store for over 120 years, and Florence Hall continues that tradition today. We're the only shoe store in town that starts with measuring your foot to make sure you get the perfect fit in a quality shoe. That includes narrow through wide widths for men, women, and children. Clayton Shoes, the family shoe store you'll love.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was at 1943 at 101 degrees. Record low was at 1923 at 50 degrees. Average high on this day is 86, and the average low is 65. Partly cloudy weather expected tonight with a low of 68. 40% chance of rain in the forecast for Friday with a high of 87 and a low of 67. That chance of rain drops to 30% on Saturday with a high of 89 and a low of 69. And don't forget to tune in to the Coach Coy Sisk show, fifth quarter show live on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. with replay Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. and on Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. This week's coffee pot game looks to be a good one. Thanks for watching tonight's newsletter, and we invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6.